You've made it to part 5. You beautiful, masochistic legend. This is my GTA 6 story mode wish list. We're talking about years of chaotic ideas, scribbled in notebooks, typed during red lights, and voice-dictated mid-bow movement. These ideas range from that's actually genius to someone call this man's therapist, store owners with personality, working public transit, cutting your engine during a chase like a stealth movie. Yeah, we're going deep. Welcome to my brain dump.
Place, we ain't caring about your feelings, yeah. Anytime, any place, you can feel it here. Steven Daniel out of space, so we clear the air. Any topic and it's safe, so just be prepared. Don't assume, keep it straight, we might keep it fair. Fuck the news, fuck a page, we gon' keep it real. If you tune in, then you sick for real. Fuck a Bluetooth, we took the red pill. Every image in the video, talk about it. Different views on the subject, we must talk about it. At the end of the day, we just talking, homie. Only me in the room, but it's like a party. Introducing Steven Daniel, author, artist, all around great fucking guy.
Now, before we jump into the wish list, I gotta say this up front. These notes, they weren't all written all at once. Nope. This is years of obsession talking. I've been jotting down ideas since the 2022 leaks. Some came from dreams, some popped in my head right after the shower, others hit me during sacred toilet meditations because, let's be honest, that's when 90% of the ideas hit, right? Sometimes I was driving and I'd make Siri transcribe it, which by the way has resulted in some absolutely unhinged autocorrected GTA nonsense. I've got 2 small notebooks filled that had random ideas, not all of the pages filled, just chaotic burst of genius written down with those cheap pens I bought while on vacation. I've got notes on my remarkable tablet, the OG model, written while on a plane, on a cruise, or waiting for the mechanic. So if I repeat anything I've already mentioned earlier in this episode, first of all, mind your fucking business. Second of all, it's because my brain has been stewing in this for years. If I bring it up again, it's because it's worth hearing it twice. Or maybe I forgot, or maybe it just sounds cooler now that I'm fired up. So anyway, there's no structure to this. I'm just throwing out ideas like a drive-by wish list. Rapid fire, no warning, no order. Some are wild, some are detailed, some are probably illegal. All right, let's kick it off. First up, I want the store owners, like the gun shops, the liquor stores, and the convenience stores, whatever, to not feel like a goddamn clone. No more, hi, welcome to Ammunition with the same discount Yosemite Sam dude in every city block. I want variety. Different NPCs running these shops, different personalities, different setups. Like maybe one ammunition guy is a hardcore ex-military nutcase who gives you a discount if you compliment his dog tags. Another sweaty used car salesman type who sells off-the-books weapon in the back room. Or maybe you walk into a corner bodega and the guy's watching telenovelas and could not give a single fuck about your wanted level. Give me personality. Give me chaos. Give me reasons to visit stores other than just restocking grenades. All right, the next thing on my wish, this one's probably not flashy. It's not explosive. There's no 5-star wanted level involved. But to me, it's one of those most important features Rockstar needs to get right. Public transportation. And I don't mean some half-broken novelty ride that exists to check a box. I mean functioning, immersive, and actually useful public transit. I want working trains, metros, taxis, maybe even buses. And not just in cutscenes. I want the option to sit down, zone out, and just be in the world. Because here's the thing. I roleplay every time I play solo. I walk when my character would walk. I stop at red lights like a responsible digital citizen. Do I do this online? Not really. I do it half the time. I will walk and stuff, but driving is just, it's always full chaos mode and very fast paced. But in the story mode, I treat it like I'm method acting for a GTA movie that doesn't exist. And yes, when my car is halfway across the map, I don't just yoink a stranger's ride like some feral you lunatic, even though it's called Grand Theft Auto. I'll pull out a map and figure it out. Okay, how do I get back to my property using the metro? Can I catch a taxi? Is there a train stop nearby? Is there a bus stop nearby? It takes longer. It's slower, but that's the point. There was a time where I was rushing through everything, just grinding for money, spamming heists, and teleporting everywhere using the Raiju, Deluxo, or Oppressor Mark II like I was playing Cyberpunk with the cheat code. And you know what? It got boring. It started to feel like a job, like I was clocking in for a shift at digital Amazon Prime. Fast, efficient, empty. And when I slowed down, when I stopped treating GTA like a speed run and started treating it like a second home, I brought life back into it. And the truth is, I've played like that for years, not just GTA. Every RPG, every open world sandbox, every game that lets me breathe. While others were finishing their playthroughs in a week and moving on to the next big thing, I was still in hour 90, 4 months later, standing on a sidewalk, watching NPCs live their lives. I take my time because I love catching the details. The posters in the alleyway, the ads plastered on bus stops, the trash on the floor that probably took a digital artist 2 weeks to hand place. The way NPCs react to each other, the things they say at traffic lights, the emails, the texts, the fake social media posts, the DJs, the talk shows, the weird little world-building nonsense that most people skip past. I eat that shit up. Because it's art, it's immersive, and honestly, I think most games were meant to be played like that. My backlog's always been massive. Games I still haven't started, and some I just had to watch on YouTube while I cook to know the story. When you have a bunch of people asking, did you play this yet? Did you play this yet? Did you play that yet? But you know what? That's my piece. While everyone else is burning through the story just to post a meh 7 out of 10 on Reddit, I'm still playing it years later. No rushing. Just removing myself from the real world bullshit and stepping into a place where the right and the left can leave me the fuck alone. And now, with GTA 6 on the horizon, set in Leonida, a fictional version of my home state, I'm ready. I'm ready to drive around familiar highways, to explore digital versions of the places I've actually lived and chilled, to slow down and enjoy a world that feels tailor-made for the way I play. So yeah, call me slow, call me weird, but when I boot up GTA 6, I won't be looking for the fastest car. I'll be looking for the closest bus stop and the next little detail I've never seen before. All right, here's one that might sound small, but would add a crazy amount of depth to how I play. Let me turn off the car while I'm still in it. That's right. I want to kill the engine, cut the lights, and just sit there dead silence. Heart pounding while the cops cruise by or some enemy NPCs walk past looking for me. You can actually add that now, Rockstar, to the interactive menu. Think about how much more immersive that would be. You've just done a robbery. The heat is all over you. Sirens in the distance. And instead of peeling around the corner like it's Fast and Furious 27, Gator Drift, you pull into an alley, cut the lights, turn off the car, and wait. Let the rain hit the windshield. Let the tension build. You're still in control, but you're hiding in plain sight. That one little feature would add so much stealth, strategy, and cinematic tension to the game. It's that perfect less is more moment. And you know damn well we've all pretended to do that mentally while playing already if we couldn't mod it. Rockstar, just give me the button, engine off, silence on, heart racing, let me play the scene. All right, this next idea might be one of my favorites because it's not just a gameplay thing, it's a community thing. It's world building. It's letting the other players become the creators. So here it is. Let us make our own movies and shows. Now, I know technically we already have director mode and story mode, and it's dope, but what if Rockstar actually leaned into that creative side? What if they gave us tools, editing features, voiceover options for people that don't have the softwares like I have, and said, yeah, go ahead, make something wild, make something beautiful, make something so unhinged it'll be banned in TikTok. And then, here's the kicker, once a quarter, Rockstar could hold a public vote. People submit their short films, their mini episodes, their full-blown GTA soap operas or sci-fi shootouts, and the top voted movie or show gets featured in-game. The community votes for it. Like you walk into a movie theater in Vice City or sit on your couch in your in-game apartment, and boom, you're watching something made by the players, with voice acting, with music, with chaos. Imagine the variety. Some would be hilarious. Some would be epic. Some would be so bad they're amazing. And some might just be shockingly good. And you know I'll be there 100%. I already got characters ready to go. Big Vinny and Lenny. It'll be hilarious. Trust me, I would make content. I will be all over that. So would thousands of other players. There's so much untapped talent in this community just waiting for a reason to hit record. It's time Rockstar gave us the stage. Let us write the scripts. Let us act the scenes. Let us fill those Vice City theaters with something other than ads for shark cards. Here's another one I need in GTA 6, and I mean need, like Lester needs a burner phone. Let us own multiple homes, like up to 5 residential properties minimum. Now, I know, we kind of do that now on GTA Online. You can own a few apartments, a stilt house, maybe a trailer in the middle of nowhere that screams, I own 6 dirt bikes and 0 hope. You've got luxury apartments, the casino penthouse, and a few low-budget houses sprinkled between Grapeseed and Polito Bay. But you know what? It still feels limited. Like we're living in the same 6 Zillow listings with different paint jobs. I want variety. I want to live like a criminal HGTV host with options. Let me buy a mansion in Star Island with gated driveway and armed guards. A suburban home with a 2-car garage and a noisy neighbor named Carol. A farmhouse with chickens I can ignore and a barn I can hide bodies in. A houseboat docked in the Vice City Marina, complete with weather-torn deck chairs and beer cans. Think about townhouses, condos, lofts, and even a tiny home for those who want to pretend to live minimalist while laundering millions. And you know what? Give us a retirement community too. Fuck it. For a player role-playing as a bitter old man who still carries around a Desert Eagle and a grudge from 1978. Let me buy garden-style apartments, cottages, beach houses, container homes, mobile homes with busted AC, ego homes with that scream money laundering gone right. I want to drive through the state of Leonida and feel like I could build a whole network of hideouts, safe houses, or vacation spots. So Rockstar, let me diversify my portfolio. And to everyone listening, hit the comments. Tell me what kind of homes you want to see in GTA 6. Y'all always come up with stuff I can't even think of. All right, next on my wish list is something I've been hoping Rockstar adds for years. I don't know if they'll actually do it, but let me say it loud for the people in the back. Give us a mall, a fully explorable, crime-filled, satirical as hell mall. Now listen, if you're from Florida, you already know the vibes, like with Sawgrass Mills Mall. That's our mega mall mecca. I know there's another one being built that's trying to be the biggest mall in America, but it's not done yet. Sawgrass Mills Mall is big, it's chaotic, it's full of tourists, sneakerheads, senior walkers, and enough chaos to qualify as its own GTA mission hub already. And fans have been buzzing about the idea of the mall for GTA 6, especially with Leonida being Florida stand-in. Now, if Rockstar does it right, a mall could be more than just a place to buy pants and bounce. It could be a living, breathing social sandbox. It's not just about crime, it's about shopping. And if Rockstar is listening, let me say this real clear. Don't give us one catch-all store with every item. That's lazy. I hate that right now. Let me shop like I'm living my best criminal lifestyle. Split everything up. A streetwear shop with overpriced hoodies and graffiti walls. A luxury boutique with doormen and security cameras. A military surplus store with bulletproof vests, boots, and suspicious backroom deals. A vintage thrift shop that looks like it smells like regrets and sells old school threads. An emo goth shop with spiked chokers and parental resentment. Same goes for the jewelry stores, the phone shops, and even custom electronic kiosks. Let me upgrade my in-game phone. Maybe there's a bat shop where you can buy a novelty gear, or where cops shop undercover, or dirty cops work side hustles. And in the mall, how about an arcade tucked inside the mall? Tie that to the arcade business I'm going to talk about later on. How about a food court, not just for the vibes, but to restore health and stamina with different foods? How about a furniture store to customize your safe house? How about a pet store to buy or interact with the animals like you're just existing in the world? Barbershops, salons, piercing parlors, shoe stores, and tattoo shops, each with their own NPC styles and music. Maybe have stores that you can't buy anything in it, but you can see the NPC making it look alive like a bookstore or a comic book shop or a music store, maybe even a gadget store selling knockoff tech. And of course, there's got to be a car in the middle of the mall and display multiple cars, because no American mall is complete without a sports car sitting where no one could afford it. And imagine seasonal events like during the holidays, you got Santa in the middle of the mall and players can take a pic with Santa. The bottom line is this. I want a mall that feels alive. Some stores are for shopping. Others are just set dressing with NPC, vibing, arguing, talking, flirting, screwing around, because that's real life. And GTA is at its best when it mirrors that in the most over-the-top way possible. So yeah, I could go on and on, but you get it. And if you listening have any ideas of what store Rockstar should add to the mall, drop them in the comments. Because I guarantee you, we could fill a 3-story mall with all the ridiculous shit we'd love to see. Now, let's talk about the big boys, law enforcement. I heard rumblings that cops in GTA 6 are getting a massive upgrade, and thank God, because I got some bones to pick and some dreams to pitch. Look, I don't mind that the cops are tough. I actually like it when the game punishes the psychos who go on a killing spree just for giggles. But what drives me insane is that they always seem to have supernatural GPS powers. Like I'm deep in the forest, in the dumpster, wearing a trench coat, and somehow they know exactly where I'm at. It's not just the cops either, it's all the NPCs looking for you. They skip the searching part and just spawn in front of you like Terminators. And helicopters, shoot one down, boom, another one spawns in seconds before the blade hits the ground. But here's the thing, I'm not one of those players crying about overpowered cops. I don't need it to be nerfed. What I want is smarter cops, not psychic ones. Let me break it down. Tactical AI. Cops should actually search based on logic, not through walls. Give me that tension, sirens in the distance, a blip on the minimap creeping closer. Let me hide, switch clothes, switch cars. Give me a fighting chance without hand-holding. How about the arrest mechanics? I want them to attempt arrest, not just shoot to kill every time. Escalation should make sense. Kill a cop? Sure, go straight for 3 stars, that's fine. But pull someone out of a car and they start shooting you like I blew up a hospital. Chill the fuck out. Let me be caught in camera. That triggers a response. No camera, no cops, unless there's a witness that reports it. It adds stealth, hacking, and realism. How about license plate recognition? If they recognize my car, then I'm forced to ditch it and switch mid-chase. That adds tension and actual strategy to getaways. Add a jail system. Fuck it. Give me options. Let me escape like a badass, wait it out, or pay a fat fine and walk away with nothing but shame and an empty wallet. Basically, give us a little Elder Scrolls flavor, but make it Rockstar. I want them to add personality to the law enforcement. Maybe some cops are lenient if you bribe them, others are racist, aggressive, or just lazy. Different factions in different areas. The chill beach cop versus the rage-happy swamp sheriff. And then I want the return of the 6-star wanted level. Don't hold back. If I'm that much of a menace, I want full Rockstar Armageddon experience. 1st star police, then squad, then FIB, then roadblocks, choppers, and armored vans, and finally the military, tank jets, soldiers that don't flinch when shot. Let's make it apocalyptic again. And then let's talk about the dispatch work. Because me, I'm not just a GTA player. I'm the law and the loophole. I roleplay as Arthur Morgan if he traded his horse for a Crown Vic and a questionable moral compass. I'm out here doing good, but like in a dirty kind of way. You feel me? And yeah, I said it. I love being a cop. Anytime that I can customize my own character, I am a corrupted cop. Give me the badge. Give me the lights. Let me customize my car and abuse my power just the right amount. All my license plates say CRKDCOP. That's Crooked Cop for those still connecting the dots. But here's the thing. Rockstar, you gotta do better. Right now, my police vehicles can't even carry my beautiful shady-ass Crooked Cop plate. They just sit there plain and generic like they're waiting for a union rep to approve custom decals. Meanwhile, every other car I own rocks that plate like a badge of honor. I want my cop cars to be mine. My squad car, with my sirens, my tint, my dirty-ass trunk filled with secrets, and my crooked-ass plate. And don't even get me started on arrest. One of my favorite mechanics ever was working with the bail office, being able to slap on cuffs and bring in some digital lowlife. That stuff, GTA Gold. It's not just about chaos and shootouts. It's about that sweet, dirty justice. Finding the guy, tackling him, cuffing him, and pretending I didn't just steal $6 million from a casino 12 hours earlier. Let me arrest citizens, drag them to jail, or throw them in the back of the seat for a scenic let's talk about your life choices ride. Give me the tools to be a part-time sheriff, full-time menace. It's not just gameplay for me. It's a damn character arc. So Rockstar, please, let me go full crooked cop. Let me live that morally compromised dream with custom police vehicles, actual arrest powers, and full roleplay potential. Because sometimes being the good guy means knowing how to be just bad enough. Next, okay, you ever park your ride, go into the store, and come back out, and some random NPC is peeling off in your car. I'm standing there like, does this dude just jack my car like I don't exist? Like I'm a background character in his story? Listen, Rockstar, you already got this figured out in the Money Front DLC when I go pick up those fancy overpriced client cars. They unlock when I press the prompt button. It's clean, it's satisfying, it's 2025 technology in a 2023 patch. So why can't I do that with my own damn car? I'm the one who paid for it, customized it, named it, bonded with it, and possibly blew up 17 others just to keep this one. Give us the ability to unlock personal vehicles with proximity. Let me press a button or just walk close and have it give that satisfying chirp chirp like a digital guard dog. It's especially crucial in story mode when I'm walking out of the cutscene only to find that some NPC tweaker just borrowed my whip. Like it's a rental from Hertz. I want the power to lock that baby down, make NPCs bounce off the door like, nope. I really want to hear that chirp chirp sound because it feels like that little beep says, this is my car, step away before I start quoting the Miranda rights in Latin. All right, now let's talk about one of the most underrated immersion killers in GTA, windows. Yeah, car windows. Hear me out. You ever spend a lot of time tricking out your ride, got it all polished up, clean, and mean, then suddenly mid-drive by, you got to shoot, right? And boom, there goes your window. Now your car looks like it survived a drive-through shootout in Sandy Shores. And for what? A single bullet? One little pop? Your beautifully tinted windows are now glass confetti in the backseat. You have to go to this interactive menu, return your car, and then recall your car so that it can be all fixed again, just to get it broken 2 minutes later. I'm begging you, Rockstar. Let us roll that damn window down automatically when I start shooting, or maybe give me the option to roll it down through the interactive menu, or both. If my character is smart enough to rob a bank, they're smart enough to use a window switch. And while we're on it, can we please stop breaking windows when stealing cars? We're not savages, okay? Give me the option to use a shimmy tool. You know, that little flat metal thing cops and tow drivers use to unlock doors. Something that says, yes, I'm a criminal, but I'm a respectful one. Because when I roleplay, I don't want to feel like I'm blasting into cars like it's amateur hour. If my character is a seasoned criminal, they should be able to pop a lock without setting off a whole damn alarm system and showering the interior in broken glass. And another thing, why don't the windshield wipers turn on when it rains? If I'm in first-person POV, rain smacking the windshield like I'm driving through the hurricane, and I gotta manually pretend wipers are happening in my mind, let's fix that. We got ray tracing photorealistic water now. Give me automatic wipers. Let me feel like I'm behind the wheel of a real car, not a glass coffin on wheels. You give me windows roll down before shooting? Awesome. Silent carjacking tool? Great. Wipers that work in the rain? Amazing. Another chef kiss realism. Otherwise, I'm just driving a busted aquarium with bullet holes. Let's talk about food. No, not the real world tacos I'm door dashing at midnight while editing this episode. I mean in-game food, the kind that keeps my health up and my immersion deep. Right now in GTA 5, if I want to heal, story mode has a magical floating health pack, and in GTA Online, it's all about the snack bowls. Yeah, I'm out here getting shot at by flying motorbikes, and I gotta crouch behind cover, scroll through my weapon wheel, just shove a bag of ego chasers into my mouth like I'm stress eating in a CVS parking lot. Where's the real food? I want drive-thrus that actually work, pull up, order, and pay, and then dip. sit-down restaurants. Let me walk in, eat a meal, maybe overhear some NPC drama at the next table. How about the street vendors that are slinging hot dogs, tacos, coffee, maybe even a Cuban sandwich now that we're in Leonida, Florida vibes. Fast food joints where I can choose what to eat, like a burger for stamina, fries for health, soda for energy boost. And before anyone says, that's too much, I'll remind you that GTA San Andreas already did it. I could walk into Cluck and Bell, grab a meal, and watch CJ literally gain weight. And if I overdid it as CJ, he had to balance his food intake and exercise, or he'd start puffing up like Big Smoke in the foot race. Oh, and you gotta know who else did this. Red Dead Redemption 2. You could cook meat over the fire, grab a bowl of stew at a camp, even pick herbs like you're the Frontier's first Whole Food rep. So don't tell me Rockstar can't do it. They've already done it, and done it well. Just imagine pulling up to a fictional version of Miami Subs Grill or Pollo Tropical and ordering at the drive-thru in full roleplay mode and then deciding whether to eat it in the parking lot or save it in your inventory for later. That's what I'm talking about. Immersion, life, detail. Give me a digital empanada and let me live. Now let's talk about gangs. I don't want them to be just window dressing, standing around in the color-coded hoodies waiting to get shot in the face like extras in a bad action movie. No, I want consequences, memory, beef. If I keep rolling up in their hood and mowing down their crew, they should remember me. Not just, oh, hey, here comes the guy who stole our car one time. I'm talking, that's the motherfucker who dropped Rico, sliced up Tone, and lit up our stash house. Get him! Imagine this. You take out a key gang member. They don't just respawn and pretend it never happened. They send in squads, ambushes, car chases. They make life hell for you like a digital vendetta system. Make missions harder. Make living in their neighborhood a risk. Maybe square it out by paying them off. Or flip it. What if instead of beefing, you decide to join them? I'm not talking about just wearing the colors. I mean real membership, exclusive gang missions, turf control, backup when you're in trouble, maybe even some passive income through their criminal networks. Not everyone wants to be a drug lord CEO with the penthouse and a yacht. Some people just want to live in the hood, run a corner store front for laundering money, and ride bikes with the gang. Give us options. Give us street-level fantasy. But I got more to say on that subject later on the online wish list. Now, speaking of gangs shooting at you, Florida is an open carry state, and I need Rockstar to incorporate that. Because right now, the only folks packing heat in GTA are cops and NPCs you accidentally aggro with the stray grenade. But this is Leonida. If I slap someone's cheeseburger out of their hand at a gas station, I want a soccer mom to pull a Glock out of her purse and pop me. I want Florida energy, where you don't know if you're about to get yelled at, tased, or fed to a pet gator named Snappy. Add armed citizens, gun duels at the Waffle House, road rage shootouts. Make random NPC encounters unpredictable, risky, and real. If I'm going to live out my Sunshine State fantasy, I want the chaos, the pettiness, the paranoia. I want to watch my back at the strip mall because that old man I flipped off might be packing heat and holding a grudge. Let's talk about this cruise ship and this screenshot for a second. Look, I don't expect to hijack the whole damn boat like it's a CFD's Vice Edition, but Rockstar, you put a cruise ship in the background, well, you know what that's going to do to people. I don't want to drive it. I just want to board it like a civilized menace. Let us buy a ticket. Walk up that gangway with our knockoff Louis Vuitton duffel and let the screen load into the floating casino party hybrid in the middle of the ocean. Let it be like the Diamond Casino, but surrounded by sharks instead of cheaters. Hang out, mingle, take selfies on the deck, gamble below, maybe catch an underground fight club in the laundry room, whatever Rockstar is into. Doing all kinds of cruise ship shit. Watching shows, bars, stand-up comedy, going to the pool, going clubbing, eating at the restaurant. Every cruise ship shit, right? And then when you're ready to disembark, whenever you want, boom, you go to the atrium, talk to the front desk, and then you tell them you're ready to load into the other city. It's not fast travel. It's vacation travel. It's immersive. It's luxurious. It's chaos on the water. Now, let's dock at the airports. And oh boy, do I have some turbulence to report. So, we're in Los Santos International, which is basically LAX's digital cousin. You think it'd be bustling, planes, people, TSA doing way too much, but no. What do we get? A dead zone with an occasional security guard yawning into the wall. It's like the apocalypse hit Terminal 2 and everyone forgot to cancel their flights. I want an airport that feels like an actual airport. Crowds, luggage carts smashing ankles, sounds of crying babies. You can't see them, but you can hear them. That one NPC who's definitely high trying to board with a raccoon in his backpack. Let me go through security, see my flight info, hear boarding calls, and get yelled at by a digital TSA agent for holding a sandwich too close to the scanner. I want to be able to stand at the gate in my RP outfit and say to myself, this is hell, but it's perfect. And if, and this is a big if, they ever give us that world map we've all been dreaming of, let me walk into that plane, sit in my pixelated ass in economy class, and load into Liberty City with a fresh grudge and half a bottle of whiskey. Which brings me to my next rage point that I've been holding back. Taxis. Why? Why, in the name of all that is holy, I drop off, leave the damn door open. It's like I'm running Uber for feral toddlers. Do you not have hands? Do you not know how doors work? Is it easier to shatter immersion and piss me off? I believe Rockstar did it on purpose. I truly do. And I've made it a full-blown minigame to ram their ragdoll baddie back into the car just to shut the door. At this point, I'm playing Close the Door Simulator 2025, and I'm not having fun. All right, let's get petty. You know what drives me absolutely up the wall, besides NPCs leaving taxi doors open like they were raised in a digital barn? I accept the mission, and suddenly my garage is Fort Knox. Like, I'm in my office, running a criminal empire, laundering money like it's my hobby, and the moment I press start job, boom, I'm outside, and now I'm locked out of my own garage. I have to call the mechanic to bring me a certain vehicle. I have to go to the interactive menu to spawn my car. Excuse me, that's my garage. Can I pick the car that I want to drive for this mission? I mean, if you don't want me to drive certain cars, just make it not available. I don't see that car anymore there. You expect me to ride out in whatever clunky, flavorless piece of shit you spawn in front of me. No, thank you. I spent a ton of in-game hours customizing my ride to look like Batman and John Wick had a baby, and now I'm being chauffeured by a van that looks like it smells like digital farts and bad decisions. The only business that got it right is the agency for the online portion. Thank you, Dr. Dre and Rockstar Jesus. They say, all right, get the hell out and let you pick your damn ride before you leave the office. But the rest, nope. Rockstar fix it, patch it, mod it, I don't care. Just stop insulting my garage. Let me choose my car before I commit crimes. It's basic courtesy. Even Uber lets me pick between a Prius and a death trap. And while we're talking about mechanical downgrades, let's talk about climbing. Yeah, climbing. Remember that? Back at GTA 4, when climbing felt like effort, when Nico looked like he had a actual muscle mass and trauma when he scaled the fence, climbing in GTA 4 was so greedy and immersive I felt like I needed a tetanus shot after every rooftop run. Grab ledges mid-jump? Check. Scramble like you mean it? Check. Parkour through alleys like you're being hunted by attack frog demons? Big check. That was climbing. GTA 5, smooth as butter, but climbing, restricted to waist-high furniture. You can't grab anything unless the game formally approves your effort like you're submitting a TPS report. It's like, hey, can I grab this ledge? And Rockstar says, only if it's union approved and properly animated, otherwise fall like a jackass. I've seen modders recreate the GTA 4 parkour magic. There's a mod literally for PC players called Parkour 4 that brings it all back. Double jumps, ledge grabs, fluid chaining, actual fun. So let me ask Rockstar this. Why are modders giving us the realism we crave while we're paying full price for the yoga version of crime climbing? Bring back the struggle. Bring back the grit. Make me feel like my character is fighting gravity, bad decisions, and the urge to scream parkour every time I jump over a fence. Let's talk returning characters. Yeah, I said it. I want some of them back. First off, Tommy Vercetti. Look, I know that Ray Liotta, God rest his legend, has passed away. But there are some phenomenal impressionists out there that could give us the legacy cameo we deserve. I'm not asking for a full campaign or storyline. I just want to pull up to a beachside mansion and hear that voice say, I used to own this fucking town. Boom! Goosebumps. Done. That's all I need. We got Tony Price, a.k.a. Gay Tony. Oh, you know he belongs in Vice City. His vibes match the palm trees, nightclubs, and neon pink chaos. And since we work with him in the nightclub business in GTA Online, I want to see what kind of degenerate empire he's built in Leonida. Now, Franklin's a mogul now. Agency business, taking meetings, sipping whiskey in suits. Let him expand to Leonida. Maybe he's starting a branch there. He got connections. Hell, maybe he hires you to help grow it. Michael DeSanta, film producer life, right? That's what he's doing now. I want to see him shooting a ridiculous action movie in Vice City, preferably a Fast and Furious knockoff about racing tanks or something. And since he's old school, mix that in with that Lethal Weapon style movie. And of course, he's losing his shit on set. How about Roman Bellic? Yes, bring him back. I want him running a sketchy-ass tourist trap in Vice City Beach. And I want to hear every second, "Cousin, come bowl with me." Or him saying, "Buy this overpriced beach towel." Sorry for the accent. How about Agent 14? Give me some covert ops. Something that has to do maybe with the Cape Canaveral, space station. Bring in the government secrets. I want to pull off heist in Cape Canaveral, hacking satellites and jacking rockets, casual things. How about Pavel, the submarine captain from Cayo Perico heist? And you also see him in the garment factory missions. Put him back in. That dude is built for Vice City. I want him running a failing seafood joint, but secretly smuggling people and goods and God knows what in and out of the Caribbean. How about Laszlo, right? You gotta bring him back, of course. He's the soul of GTA's media satire. After his humiliating downfall in Los Santos because of the storyline, and if you listen to the radio, he's not respected anywhere. When you see him again in the nightclub business, he's hit rock bottom. What if he relocates to Vice City to reinvent himself? What if he hosts, hear me out, a trashy Love Island parody where contestants cry, cheat, and commit crimes on air? 10 out of 10 would watch. Dax and Mutt, let them run a sketchy fast food psychedelic cartel down there. Chef, he should be running his own dive bar where shootouts break out mid-happy hour. Lester, now that he's in love, you see that after you do the diamond heist, he's semi-retired, but he still pulls strings from a tech lair up in Ambrosia, or some neighborhood that sounds like it smells like rich people. Michael hooks you up with him, and suddenly you're planning online heist again, just with better Wi-Fi. Now, Trevor. Listen, I love his entrance in GTA 5, but Johnny's brutal, unexpected death, yeah. Fans were pissed. Here's why. Johnny was beloved. He had depth, heart, grit. The Lost and Damned DLC for GTA 4 showed his growth. Then GTA 5 turned him into a broken meth head punching bag. No closure, just stomped into digital goo to boost Trevor's shock value. So here's what I want now. I want Trevor to pop in a Vice City mission. Maybe he's flying a plane. Maybe he's trying to sell crocodile meat at a flea market. And whoever you're with is crazier than him or is as crazy as him. And then, boom, that person shoots him down. Quick, brutal, just like Johnny. Circle of life. And considering Stephen keeps calling GTA a cartoon, and I feel like he doesn't respect gaming, I say Rockstar writes him off like Wile E. Coyote with a jetpack malfunction. And if you out there listening have characters you want to see, maybe CJ, Jimmy, Michelle from GTA 4, who turned out to be an undercover vet. Actually, no, wait a minute. She was also in 5. That's right, she was in 5 in that torture mission. Anyways, whoever you want to see, drop it in the comments. Maybe you want to see Jimmy DeSanto suffer in the humid Leonida sun, trying to run a vape shop or something. Whoever you come up with, I most likely will be down for that. All right, let's talk Bayside. I saw that screenshot, the same one with the cruise, and I'm hyped because if you know what Bayside is. I spent a lot of my younger years there at Bayside in Miami, and one thing that always stood out to me was the party boat. You have to have the party boat. I would be just chilling there at a restaurant, maybe sipping a drink somewhere there along the Bayside, eating some overpriced calamari, and boom, you hear it. Bass thumping, neon lights flashing, a damn floating club, pulling up with people dancing on the deck like it's Vice City spring break. It just goes like on a big loop around Star Island or something. I need that in GTA 6. I want to hop on that boat, grab a drink, hear the DJ say, Vice City, baby! And just dance with my friends and other NPCs as we sail around the bay or around Star Island. Rockstar, make that happen. Give us that little slice of Floridian chaos on the water. Now, let's shift gears because here's something else I want. Randomness, unpredictability, non-linearity. How do you say that? Non-linearity. Oh my goodness. Linearity. That's it. I'm saying, you get it. Non-linear. If I'm chasing someone through the woods in story mode, don't lock me into a script route. Let my target slip on rocks, get hit by a bus, or straight up get eaten by a freaking gator. I want chaos, consequences, nature versus NPC. I want it to be random, that not every single run through is the exact same. I won't even care if the person I'm chasing gets eaten by a gator because that gator just randomly spawned near him and I failed the mission. I wouldn't even care. You ever play Far Cry? I don't remember which one, but I remember silently taking out guards in the jungle with my bow and arrow. I thought it was slick. Then out of nowhere, a mountain lion or some type of big cat I heard growl. Too late. It felt like that Jurassic Park moment. Clever girl. I screamed. Legit, woke up the house. Or how about in Red Dead Redemption 2? I'm looking at the mountains with my binoculars, taking the view in like Bob Ross, then wham, a buck headbutts me off the fucking cliff like wrestling night in the Animal Kingdom. That's the kind of stuff I want in GTA 6. Let life happen. Let the world surprise us. Let a criminal mastermind get eaten by a gator mid-monologue. Because those are the moments that stick with you. Those are the ones that make you laugh, make you scream, make you throw the controller in disbelief, make great content for streamers or YouTubers. And those are the moments that will make Rockstar games legendary. Now listen, Rockstar, don't play me. I really hope that you're not going to skip out on Key West. Yeah, I saw the trailer and the screenshot, and I know y'all mashed up Isla Morada, Marathon, Key Largo, and a bunch of other tiny spots into one solid stretch. But where's the freaking Conch Republic? Let me break it down to those who never lived there like I did. I spent 4 years in Key West, and that place, it's like tropical Las Vegas had love child with Port Orleans, minus the casinos, and minus Mardi Gras, plus the drunk dads and flip-flops screaming, woo, at 3 a.m. Key West was where I went to my very first strip club. As a teenager, yeah, I was that sneaky kid who looked like this in 8th grade. Cute photo. They didn't even card me to the father of my old long-lost friend who took us there. Sorry, man. 39 now, turning 40 this January, and I think I've held on to that secret long enough. Confession time over. But Duval Street, that's the main strip. Bars on bars. You walk a few steps and boom, you're in a karaoke dive, then a pirate tavern, then a drag show, then a seafood joint that only serves conch. Now, imagine Rockstar's twisted take on that. I need to see their version of Duval Street. It's gotta be wild. And here's a quippy twist for those who love the creepy shit that Rockstar likes to do. You ever heard of Robert the Doll? Real doll. Haunted as hell, allegedly. But he's sitting there at the Fort East Martello Museum. I always picked up the pace when I had to walk by. But that doll, I think it's what inspired Chucky. And I'm telling you, you make eye contact too long and boom, your GTA save data gets corrupted. Okay, not really, but you get my point. Rockstar loves that kind of creepy Easter egg. You know they'll go hard on that lore. I also want to see the southernmost point. You know, that red, yellow, black concrete buoy. People take selfies and ussies in real life, so let us do it in real game. And yes, the pirate vibe is real. The original name of Key West is Cayo Hueso, or Bone Island, because the Spanish explorers found human bones all over it like a damn pirate graveyard. You mix that with Florida man energy and some Jimmy Buffett chaos, another chef's kiss. Also, there's a bar called Garden of Eden, I think, if I remember correctly, but you walk up and boom, old naked swingers, no joke. You just stand there thinking, I made a mistake, I've seen too much. But you know Rockstar would turn that into a side mission. But hey, later on we're going on a full-blown detailed tour of what I hope is Rockstar's Key West. But for now, let me pitch you one more idea. The drug trade. Let's keep it real. You're in Florida, you're near Cuba, the Bahamas, Haiti, Jamaica, the Caribbean is right there. So let's go for narcos with it. Smuggling runs by boat or private plane, evade the Coast Guards, dodging DEA, and every now and then, bam, you hit the Bermuda Triangle, and some weird shit starts happening. Rockstar, man, they can go full conspiracy with that. Aliens, ghost ship, time travel, who knows? But I want that high-stakes ocean smuggling gameplay with missions that feel like Miami Vice meets Tropic Thunder. You know what gets overlooked at in every GTA conversation? Not the guns, not the chaos, but the culture. This series didn't just evolve as a video game, it became a cultural mirror, a satirical playground, a fandom-fueled universe that grew with every release. Let me take you back real quick. GTA 3. Man, that was the first time I caught myself driving slow on purpose just so that I can listen to those radio stations. The music slapped, the ads were unhinged, and those talk shows, they were hilarious, they were amazing. It was my introduction to satirical radio, and I was hooked. Then came Vice City. That wasn't just a map, it was a love letter to the 80s. Neon everywhere, synth pop blaring, Scarface energy dripping from every pixel. You had stations like V-Rock and Emotion 98.3, and let's not forget those eccentric DJs that became characters in their own right. Then when the radio became more than the background noise, it became part of the world building. And then Rockstar gave us San Andreas. That was the 90s West Coast hip-hop scene in all its glory. Radio Los Santos had Dr. Dre, Tupac, Ice Cube. It wasn't just about the gang culture. It was about fitness, community, and vibes. It gave you a feeling of belonging in the world they created. Then GTA 4 elevated the formula. It wasn't just radio anymore. They gave us an in-game internet full of blogs, dating profiles, political rants, and satirical clickbait. And those TV channels, they were hidden gems. We got Cat Williams doing stand-up comedy, as well as Ricky Gervais. For real. There were shows like Republican Space Rangers, Weasel News, and all this twisted, hilarious social commentary that blurred the line between parody and reality. Then came GTA 5. And Rockstar said, let's break the damn fourth wall. More radio stations, more TV. We had Fame or Shame, Impotent Rage. We had documentaries, movies like The Loneliest Robot in Great Britain. These shows and movies mocked real-life entertainment, and then, boom, you start seeing that merch in-game for fake brands, anime shows, and in-universe celebrities. You were able to wear a Burger Shot shirt. You could roll in a car wrapped in Princess Robot bubblegum livery. You could be listening to an NPC rant about bleeder posts and conspiracy forums. GTA became alive with pop culture that didn't just reference the world, it became its own world. And now, after seeing that first GTA 6 trailer, the screenshots, the vibe, you can already feel it coming. You're talking viral social media mechanics, NPCs recording you mid-crime, a parody of influencer culture, crypto bros, OnlyFans wannabes, and Florida Man madness. Maybe even evolving NPC memory. People remember what you did, what you wore, who you pissed off. You know we're getting that Vice City neon, the Latin music, the beach culture, and it's all going to be wrapped up in the most immersive and satirical GTA world ever. Say what you want about Rockstar, but one thing is for sure. They don't just make games, they build cultures. And that was only the beginning. In part 6, we transition from what I want Rockstar to steal directly from Red Dead Redemption to cowboy mechanics meet Vice City chaos. And yes, I'm fully prepared to lasso a gator.